What is up, fellow traders? Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Tuesday, January the 23rd. And once again, we've had another green day. We just keep marching on this awesome January. Had a good day on the PAs. I did work my butt off on this. After the open this morning, I was, in fact, I was green across the board today at one point. So, yeah, we'll get to that. But on the PA accounts, this morning after the open, my first trade ended up, I was positive 150 bucks in each of these three accounts. And during the day, I had PA 7 and 10, which is the two I'm trying to get to a February payout. I had those down negative 200 and all the way back up to plus 150. So we had quite a roller coaster of a day there. And also this PA 9, I had over 400 in profit on that account at one point today. So yeah, it was one of those days. We had, again, kind of this rangy day for the most part, and we finally had a breakout this afternoon around the 230 mark. So capitalized on that. The bad news today, even though we put together about a $2,000 profit day, the bad news is I got a little aggressive. These two evals at one point today were at 52,300, 200 and 300. So we gave back a lot. Gave back almost 600 on each of these. And really, I want to talk about it a little bit just because I have a bad habit of doing this. It happened right here was where the worst of it happened. So let me double check, make sure I'm speaking correctly. On account 158. Yeah. Yep, right here is where it happened. So I entered a long trade here at this high, thought we had kind of bottomed out. We were going to continue to squeeze back up, which we eventually did, but we had this pullback first. So I entered on two contracts. This strategy here, I'll just show you so you understand what I was doing. And again, this is an eval, so this is a good learning experience. But I found that I have a bad habit. Once I get into one of these trying to scale out, I almost can't help myself, and it bit me in the butt today. But so I have two contracts with a 90 tick profit, stop loss 25 ticks. So two contracts, you're risking what, 300 bucks, I think. 25 times 5 is 125 times 2 is 250. So 256 on the loss with the commissions. The good news is if I hit that profit target, it's a big win. Well, the problem is I enter this trade. We pull back. So I enter again with two contracts. Now I'm in 4 deep. And we just, like a couple of times we pushed up to break even and I just held. I was like, I'm not getting out. It's going to break out. It's going to break out. So we pull back some more and I enter again. And we pull back a little bit more and I entered again. So I'm 8 contracts deep after about 6 minutes into this trade and it stopped me out. For a max loss. I have my GAT set at 500 and it stopped me at 551 because of the multiple contracts. So yeah, that's frustrating to be where we were on both of these accounts. I just felt like, the reason I was aggressive with them is I was at 52.2 and 52.3. And I thought, well, if I can have a winner on that with that strategy, I can probably pass those accounts today. And, I didn't need to do that, but it is what it is. So lesson learned. Again, it's an eval. It's not the end of the world. But I think that the lesson for me there is when it starts to go against you, instead of just going deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole, just get out of the trade. Just close the trade. I guess my mentality, it's hard for me to do that sometimes. I hate seeing red. It's so hard for me to help myself when I have accounts going in red. If they're green, I'm okay with it. Like these, I think I took 2 trades on these accounts, 74 bucks. Nothing crazy, actually, scalp trades. I think I took 2 or 3 on this account, or these 2 accounts that are $97, just scalp trades. And I'm totally fine with that. And if you think about it, if you do that day after day after day, it's going to take you a little bit of time, but you're going to get to your profit goals. But when I see red, I'm like this. I get on this this kick where like I got to make that up. I got to make that up. So. And I can tell I'm getting better at it, because just like today, these PAs 7 and 9, which we're trying to get to pay out here in February, I was able to manage that negativity of having them down like negative 200 after being up 150 and working them back to the 150 mark. And so that's not easy to do. It's just not easy if you've been trading any length of time. It is difficult to do that and to keep your head on straight. So I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, it was just one of those days. I was kind of waiting for this move to break out. I felt like the morning would break down, or we would tank at the open, and we did. Capitalized on that, and then I was kind of watching for this move up, and it just didn't happen until the end of the day. But in any case, I do want to show. Where am I at here? So here's on the P&L on TradeMeet, my trade journey, and obviously, as you can see, this thing just continues to grow, which is awesome. Love seeing it. And I did make a little adjustment. So when I took my payout, I was like, how am I going to track this in my trading journal? And maybe one of you guys has a better idea. But what I did is I took out the initial balance. I reduced that to 48,000, showing that I took out 2,000. That way, my 51,103 balance stays the same. This is off a couple dollars because of that commissions thing that Apex had several weeks ago. But PA10, we're at 51,106. We're showing it at 51,103, whatever. But that way I can keep it there, and I'm just reducing this balance. So every time I take a payout, I'll reduce the balance by 2,000 or whatever that payout happens to be. And I think that's what I'm going to do to kind of track this. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea, but that's what I decided to do. But yeah, as far as goals and where we're at, like I said, I got a little aggressive with these, and we need to rebound that tomorrow. Had a couple of good days on some of these other PAs, $500 on this account. So yeah, we need to get some of these passed, and I need to just take a good win, lock it in, go for the next day, and so on and so forth. But looking at the trade calendar, just to take a look at how January has gone for me, it's just been a really, really good month. I've had every week has been green in totality. Week 1 we were up about 4,000. Week 2 we were up about 8,000, I believe, 6,000. Week 3 last week we were up slightly. I had 3 red days, a very small red day on Wednesday, but had a big day on Thursday. But we ended up with a net profit last week, across all accounts, and then this week, 2 green days to start the week. So I'm just really, really happy with how I've been trading. I feel like I'm seeing the market well, and I think most importantly is I'm just mentally in a good place, and I'm not allowing, other than these little hiccups like I had today. For the most part, I haven't had those, so I'm happy about that. Also, do want to talk about the discount codes and what's going on. So obviously with Apex, we have this 71% off sale going on now. I think it's running for another 8 or 9 days or something like that. So my code there with BVL STBTS always gets you the best deal with Apex. Likewise with Take Profit Trader, BCT always gets you the best deal. But they are running a no monthly subscription. Hang on a minute. Let me look at this email, make sure I've got this correct. Basically, on their pro accounts, you get funded. It costs you $102 flat. So your monthly subscription fee is stopped for good. Ongoing monthly subscriptions are only for test accounts. So this code BCT, code BCT will get you that deal. And always get you the best deal with Take Profit Trader. But think about that. For $102, you get a funded account. With Apex right now, if you spend any, if you're buying it at 71% off, or even if you bought something at 80% off, and you pay the lifetime fee if you get a PA account, you're going to spend $200 basically. So Take Profit Trader has a pretty good deal going on for $102. I mean, yeah, you have the monthlies until you pass them, but you could technically pass an account and have a funded account for $102. That's a pretty good deal. So I don't know, this Take Profit account's kind of, for some reason, seems to be on the cursed list. I can't seem to get it above 50. But in any case, we may buy another one here before the end of the month and see if we can get another one up and get it going. So, but in any case, thank you for those of you using my code. I certainly do appreciate it. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. As always, I wish you the best of luck out there. I'm here just sharing my trading journey, and hope you trade well tomorrow, and I will catch up with you at the end of the day.